Hey y'all, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie, and if you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take just the parts that resonate for you. Leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your story, all of my information is below in the description box. My books are always open. If you're new here and newly subscribed, because I noticed my numbers are going up. So if you're newly subscribed to my channel, I highly encourage that you go back into my archives because my readings reach out into the future just a little bit. I don't even really know how that works, but my readings do tend to reach into the future just a little bit. So if you go back into my archives, maybe up to 6 to 8 months, sometimes not even that far back, but if you go back about maybe 3 to 6 months, you may find some titles back there that resonate more for you now in the present. For those of you who are digging around in my archives, I appreciate you because I see you in there digging around and commenting. And I appreciate you for going back there because that's where all the tea really is. I'm always going to give you the tea, but child, go back just a little bit. You're going to find some tea there. Okay. All right. So take 3. I cannot wait for Mercury retrograde to be over. I cannot wait for it to be over. All right, so I've already laid all the cards out. I'm not shuffling another damn deck. We're just going to read what I have out here, and I'm going to catch y'all up, and then we'll clarify, okay? Because originally I was going to start, and I was going to do a whole deck reading. I don't know. We'll see how this all pans out. I mean, I didn't even really get into the readings enough. I just know I don't want to stop, and I'm not going to redo this right here, because it's pretty on par with what we've been talking about lately. All right, so it's interesting because now that I'm looking at the 4 corners, and I'm looking at everything in between, I'm looking at each row, I'm like, oh, okay. So let me talk about this. Let's talk about my corners here. Because I genuinely can see choices that you have been making for yourself, collective, and things that you've chosen to dedicate yourself to. Now, today I am, at this present moment, I am talking to the divine feminine because she is here present in the center. Okay. And I love it. I love it. So let's talk about these corners. Now, my first card out was the Tower. So obviously I was like, oh, we got a shakeup here, right? But I actually like this because I think this was your decision. I think it largely stemmed from a lack of success from the environment or situation that you originally found yourself in. So we could be talking about a relationship. We're not necessarily talking about a relationship. We could be talking about a workplace environment, folks you work with, maybe. But I think what you recognize in order to make this change, I think you recognize that something had to change, right? Because I think the environment that you were in or whatever you were dealing with, no matter how much you put into it to try to make it successful, I feel like it is not that your efforts weren't enough. They weren't appreciated. And I also feel like the environment that you were in, you may have been made to feel like you were, it's you against them. You were on the outside. And not just on the outside, but you were on the outside and also really couldn't. It's like fend for yourself. Figure it out for yourself. That's the energy I'm getting. Like figure it out for yourself. And so I definitely feel like you had to really kind of figure it out for yourself, learn how to step into your own power, learn how to listen to your intuition, learn how to get grounded. emotionally, mentally, physically, environmentally is what I heard. I also get the impression that you do have somebody, or you had somebody in your energy, a distorted feminine, who has been spreading lies about you, spreading rumors, trying to undermine your stability. Trying to undermine your stability. I am picking up the energy if you are partnered or have been partnered, also trying to disrupt your relationship. Yeah. Now, the interesting thing about this person, this distorted feminine, in the whole row, I see where this woman, again, we're gender fluid, so it could be a man acting in feminine energy, as well as easily as a woman acting in a masculine energy. But this right here is a distorted feminine energy. Whoever this woman is, I feel like while she may have been trying to spread gossip and rumors about you, just lying, I also get the impression that she's kind of a know-it-all. So she thinks she knows, she don't know. But whatever has been going on, or whatever she's been spouting, I don't believe that you've been present so that you can defend yourself. I don't see your presence like in the environment, like not on this part. It very much feels like you were unable to, or have, either you were unable to, or you maybe just chose not to defend anything. Like if you heard anything, you just chose not to, just, you're like, whatever. I also get the impression that whoever this individual is, they may have rejected you in the past, or just because I can see it like they treated you real funky. But I feel like this energy, I don't know, I think you made a decision because you just didn't really like maybe you didn't like the environment, or you didn't like the way you were being treated, or you didn't like the way that it felt. So maybe you strategically decided to make a choice, take a leap of faith, work on or do whatever you had to do to gain a sense of stability for yourself. You may have been a little reluctant or hesitant to move forward just because maybe the unknown, like fear of the unknown. It's like doing it scared. Like maybe you made a choice to do something and you were a little bit afraid. It's funny because even though I feel like you might have been afraid, I think even though you were afraid to maybe move away from this, you may have subconsciously understood that you did have protection, because I do feel like you've got, you kind of had like God on your side, right? I think what's also really interesting, I feel like you, because I don't necessarily have this could be a family home. It doesn't have to be. But this almost feels like you couldn't really find any success in the environment. So if this is a family home, I feel like you showed up and did all of the, did all the obligatory things within your family dynamic. You were very loyal, but even with your loyalty, it still feels riddled with injustice. There has been injustice, right? And I feel like there's something that's happened with this woman, because this is connected to her as well. This is a lie. This also could be looked upon as a lie. And the upright, it would be the truth. So There's something about this is the past. This is the past. And so for you, I feel like you decided, yes, you had to decide. You may have had to do it strategically, like quietly and strategically, because this feels very much like maybe you had an understanding that people weren't really, you didn't feel the love. Okay, that's what it is. Like literally, you didn't feel the love. So this is me not feeling the love, even though I'm trying to give you love. I'm trying to be present. Something was telling you. I kind of get the impression that something was telling you. It's almost like your intuition was telling you this is not the environment for you. This relationship is not it. This person is not safe. This environment isn't safe. I also get the impression, child, I also get the impression here too. This is, I hadn't considered this. Let me see if it's connected to her. Okay. So I also have this energy here. If you have been, and this ain't for everybody, if you are or have been intuitive, if you have been intuitive, like for your whole life, you know, you knew things, you didn't know how you knew it, you just know things, you feel things, you know it, right? I kind of get the impression here that maybe you were dealing with somebody who maybe had been constantly gaslighting you. It feels like an effort to slow you down, but it's like by way of gaslighting. And it's meant to keep you in a space. So this person, maybe you've known this person for a really long time because they know exactly where to, this person kind of knows where to needle you, because this feels like somebody trying to keep you in a mentality or keep you in a state of, I heard, reliving the past. Because this right here feels like wanting you to keep putting, like somebody trying to keep you stuck. This could be, you know what, hold on, because I'm not looking at, this could be a practitioner, but I'm not even looking at it that way at this point. But we may end up looking at that. Because this feels almost like somebody trying to, just this row here, feels like somebody trying to keep you in an energy where you feel stuck. Okay. So this could be your, here's the idea. This is something maybe you decided, you know, because it is connected to some form of success, right? This almost feels like somebody, this is you listening to your intuition, recognizing that maybe the environment that you're in isn't so cool. You don't feel the love there. You don't necessarily feel the need to defend any of your decisions, especially if you decide to end a connection or walk away from it, right? This is you standing in your power, you know, forming a better bond with yourself, new abundant opportunities that you can pour all of your energy into. And then on the backside, this distorted feminine, they're losing their shit, because if they wanted to keep you, because right here, we talked about this yesterday, if somebody wanted to keep you in a low, like in a low dense energy that maybe you've been in previously, it feels like somebody wanting to keep you in this low dense energy because it would have taken you off balance. It would have, you know, made you really emotional, made you act in haste, you know, like when you're emotional. I can think of a few things that I've done that were really crazy when I was in an emotional state. This almost feels like they wanted you to have to, it's like I heard fighting for your life. It's almost like they wanted to put you in this energy that maybe kind of like an immature energy that you may have been in the past. So say like if in the past, I'm laughing because I can totally see myself in this. But say in the past where things would, little things would trigger you and you would, you was quick to like want to jump on somebody. You was quick to want to jump on somebody, cuss them out, jump on them, beat their ass, whatever. Like, you were quick to just, this feels literally like somebody wanting to put you back in that energy, right? But because you've evolved and you've grown, you now have a really good command of your own energy, not somebody else's energy. I kind of feel like you have done the work, progressively done the work, and I think that's the reason why they're not getting any traction with the plan, because I see you and you're just like in this regal energy. But I think you're in that energy because you made a choice to remove yourself from situations and environments that left you feeling a lack of stability. If you ever felt that way in an environment, you no longer want to participate or be in that environment for that reason. And here I feel like you chose yourself. You may have even waited for someone to come in and apologize for what they've done, particularly this distorted feminine. And it actually could be two people. It could be two people. So, and it's funny because I normally don't see this, but this literally could be like a mother and a sister, or a mother and an aunt, a mother and a cousin, or it's two. There could be two women here though. So I have one. Hmm. I have one person here who definitely feels like they're on the outside and they can't really. I think the thing this person is upset because they can't see whatever it is that you're doing. Like, I do get the energy of somebody wanting to try to figure out what you're doing so that they can kind of get in front of it and, block and find ways to block you or whatever. But because they don't know what you're doing, they can't really, none of that's going to succeed, right? Um Again, you may have been waiting. This could be you. Maybe you were waiting for somebody to come in and apologize, either one of these women. You may have been waiting for them to come in and apologize for the injustices that they carried out that you know about. It's funny because no matter what, you still end up choosing yourself. And I see, if this person had recruited other people in the past, there could be some conflict or infighting. What else? Now, this also feels too like, by you standing in your power and trying to, like, you didn't see any success in trying to conform to the expectations of, say, your family dynamic. Like, you tried to be loyal and dedicated to the unit, but you kept feeling as though somebody was like kind of in your camp that was foul. I just keep getting this energy of somebody wanting to keep you, or keep you in this dense energy that you've already moved out of. Somebody just wants to keep the conflict going. And you're like, look, I'm not even. It's like you took your hat off. You put your stake down. You're like, I'm not even trying to fight. Like, what's the problem? What's wrong with y'all? And you got people that are like all up in arms just because you don't want to be a part of it. Listen. Oh, look at that. Somebody is, you got a couple of people. I want to say, usually I only just call it as one person stalking you. You may have a couple of people stalking you. Definitely connected to your past. You got some people that are stalking you. You got some people stalking you. And I also have the energy here. Like, I kind of feel like somebody wants to approach you, but they may not have a means to do it. Or there's some sense of stagnation where they're not able to, for whatever reason. But I do get the energy of somebody here that could definitely be looking you up, researching, stalking your social media. I get this. Here's an energy of somebody getting some bad news because they see, like, they may be seeing that you're happy. The Ten of Cups, you happy, you're good. You got everything you need. So it's kind of like, I got everything I need. I don't need anything from you. When I was trying to be with you or trying to be around you and give you all of my love, you kept rejecting me. You literally kept rejecting me. So I had to go out and find it for myself and create it for myself. Now you mad. Make it make sense. Listen. Yes. That's what that Six of Wands is. Yes. Six of Wands to the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Yes. Lots of yes. The Strength card. Yes. Yes. Judgment. Two of Cups in the reverse. Baby. You made a decision. You called judgment on this whole situation and said, you know what? I want something new. I don't want this. I do not want this. You called judgment. Child, people are watching you. Now we know the aces are gifts from the universe. So literally, this could be a new cycle in love. This could be a new cycle in your relationship. If you're already in a relationship, it could be a new cycle within your relationship. You could be getting ready to meet someone new. Ace of Pentacles could be a new opportunity, could be a windfall. Look. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Listen. Now, I was wondering when our witchy person would come out here. Now, because I don't have a feminine supporting it. This could be a masculine. I know, folks, I've seen it in Tarot Land, folks talking about warlocks or whatever. I've never, as a card carrying witch, I've never really liked the word warlock. It always sounded very weird to me. Men can be witches too. Just saying. I feel like I've had that conversation with my husband years ago. I feel like he asked me, this is like 20 years ago. I feel like he asked me about it once. And I was like, he's like, oh, witches and warlocks, he's like kind of making a joke about it. And I was like, actually, I don't really resonate with the whole warlock thing. Child, this is not Dungeons and Dragons. We are the male witches. But this also could be somebody here who may have been trying to manipulate the energies around you to prevent your new beginnings, because you do have a lot of new beginnings here. And again, I also get the impression too, you may have had, because I'm seeing something else here. You may have also, and this isn't for everybody, okay? This is not for everybody. I've actually not picked this energy up before. Or at least I didn't take it this way. You may have had somebody who manipulated energy from a past relationship to break you up. So the way that I'm translating this, it feels as though this person, because it is connected to, yes, it is connected to this distorted feminine. This energy feels as though whoever this person is, I don't know how long you go back with them, how close they are to you. but this person may have tried to influence other relationships of yours in the past to break you up. Okay. They made some decisions. They've done something, and they have done something in the past to affect your relationships in the past, influence them. They can't do it anymore, though. Okay. I love this energy down here. I feel like this could be you. If it's not you, again, like I said, you could have a new relationship that's coming online. Like you may be getting a new person in your life. I see communication. I do see communication, potentially even an offer. You may have to. Okay. Now I'm looking at these cards here. I like here at the top where we start off with the 10 of Cups and there's this potential new opportunity or windfall that could lead to this 10 of Cups, right? Everything you've ever wanted. We love it. On this side here, I feel like I heard investigation, but I don't know if this is you doing some research before you make a decision. This could be you needing to do some research. You researching about something in the past. Discovering something from the past. Maybe this is about you discovering something from the past. This is from research, though. And I don't even know if this is you. This could be somebody external doing some research. There could be an investigator doing some research about something in the past, about a relationship that is in disharmony. Oh yeah, so oh damn. 999 may be a synchronicity for you. Look at the look at that. I love it when the cards all come together. I just saw 2744 on the clock. There may be a synchronicity in there for you. Okay. So, here's the 10 of Cups. So we're going to start here. I like this because the overlay is the 10 of Cups in the top corner, Wheel of Fortune in the upright in the bottom corner with next to the Ace of Swords. So you're going to get some truth about this person that may have been manipulating the energies. Child, you have someone here who is, they're not happy. I feel like they're not happy because you're getting some new beginnings. You're getting new beginnings. This energy is coming fast. Whatever this is bad news for somebody. If you have a new opportunity or windfall coming towards you, this energy is coming towards you fast. And somebody is not happy about it. Somebody is not happy about it. Collective, I don't think you're really worried about, you're not worried about this situation from your past or the person that may have been doing juju. You're not worried about this person, or if we were talking about like a mother and a sister, like these two women, or it could be one woman, but if there's two, you got a couple people here. I mean, you know your story. You ain't worried about none of these people. You're not worried about none of them. You're not worried about what's going on with them. They're not on your radar. Don't feel like you care, honestly. I don't feel like you care. I feel like you're really clear about what you're not going to do, who you're not going to entertain. You're really clear about the kind of change that you want in your life. Because I see even from the very beginning of the reading, like, I feel like that tower was a recognition of the thing that needed to change. Like you may have had to like really spend some time trying to figure that out. But you took the time that you needed. And I think even with you taking the time that you needed to figure out what it was, I don't get this impression that the conflict is on your side. I don't feel conflict for you. I feel like you're just like, I don't even want to be bothered with this. I don't know what your problem is, but it's your problem. So if you want to be mad, go ahead, be mad. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Yes, look at that. Oh, the death card, the chariot, the emperor in reverse, child, the 10 of pentacles, king of cups in the reverse. Listen. Yeah, you have healed. I like this because collective, you've healed. Whatever this relationship dynamic was, it may have triggered some kind of abandonment wound for you as well. So you did. I like the fact that I see that you did the work. You've taken the time to do the work on yourself, to focus on grounding, to focus and get your mind right, to get your bag. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like whatever these people were doing, that they were doing behind the scenes, yes, the sun in the reverse, the devil and the moon. Whatever this person or these people were doing behind the scenes to try to one up you or try to do something to affect your work or whatever it is that you've been working on, they haven't been able to win. This is like a no-win situation. It's like a no-win situation. And not only that, they're not seeing any actual success out of it, especially if they were trying to copy off it. Like, if they had been trying, like I said, they're trying to affect your work. But if they've been trying to affect your work, is not, they can't. It's not whatever they're doing, it's not gaining any traction, or it's not seeing a kind of success that they were hoping for. And it's largely because they didn't have any real commitment to it. Yeah, they didn't have any real commitment to it. So it's almost like somebody starting, like for you, whatever you do, I don't know what you do, but whatever you do, you've taken the time, effort to, I'm not even saying to perfect it, but to learn your craft, to know what, you do what you do, but you know how to do it. You know how to do it because you've taken the time to learn whatever this is. So even if they were trying to, because I think I said in yesterday's reading, I'm like, even though you had all kind of roadblocks thrown in front of you, you thought outside of the box and you learned to just kind of navigate around and find other ways to still accomplish the goal. I still see that. You still found other ways to accomplish the goal. These people may not have, this person, whoever it is that tried to come up against you, especially if they were trying to affect your work, they may have done it they did it absolutely for the wrong reason. There was no real dedication to it, no real effort and time being put into it. It's like they didn't really, you get into it you get out of it what you put into it, basically. Look at that. Yeah, and here's the truth. Now here's you healed or healing. Somebody trying to knock you off your child. They came after the wrong one. Oh yes, they work together. Yes, 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 yes. Look, somebody here, the witchy woman at the very bottom of the deck. So somebody here, they chose the wrong one to come after. Literally, they chose the wrong one. Somebody here, they chose the wrong one. They came after you. They tried to attack the things that, maybe I said, like there's something here connected to your past. They wanted you to be in that low, dense energy. Child, you healed it. You healed it. You see right through it. And then I also see here that even though somebody here may be spreading lies about you, the veil has been lifted or the fog has cleared. And so the confusion that people may have been trying to cast over you in order to make you look like, you know, you're emotionally in shambles and make you look crazy and all that, they can't do that no more. Because literally everything that they did in their efforts to come up against you, all it's doing is holding them up and causing them to have a bunch of burdens. Everybody that's involved is being hit. All under the influence of this witchy woman. Well, damn. All right. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to, if this is where we part ways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my work, being a part of the Soul Tribe. I'm going to take the rest over to the other side for the membership platform to do an extended, we're going to clarify the rest of these cards with a different deck. If this is where we part ways, thank you guys so much for being here. If you want to join the membership platform, it's $5.99 a month. Excuse me. That's where all my cutting room floor videos go and my extended. I haven't been able to do extendeds because these retrogrades have been whooping my behind. But I'm going to get back into it. Now I got a little bit of time. So I will see you guys on the other side for the extended. Again, I love you if this is where we part ways. And if you would like to book a personal more line with your own story, remember all of my information is below in the description box. You can go straight to my website, EnlightenedAuntie.com, to book a session with me. I love you guys. Till next time. Take care.